Start your engines.
Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, you join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. As always, this is the SSRL. It's a silly season racing league. It's round 6 from Mexico, brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts. Check out the link in the description. Absolutely brilliant to have you guys along with us here this evening. Oh, we won't be sharing them graphics just yet. Been having a little bit of a play around here in the booth here just before we got up and running, and we're hoping to bring you some fantastic insight in qualifying here this evening. Let me see if... Boom. No, it is not. Okay. Let me get this up. Okay. There she blows. It's not really going to work too much, so we won't worry about it at all for the moment. As we've got cars on track here, we will concentrate on the first car around to show us a way here this evening. It is Herman the German who leads us around the Mexican Grand Prix track. Into the stadium section. Fantastic to see all the fans out as always here in Mexico. Really does set the race alight here in the Mexican city, high in the altitude as well, as Herman crosses the line to start his first flying lap down the main straight here. DRS wide open, a very long main straight, plenty of opportunity and time to plan your move into braking zone 1. A nice little complex here. It is the Solana complex, turns 1 and 3. Down into turns 4, 5 and 6. This nice tight and twisty bit is Corte Rebaku. I don't know how to pronounce that one, but anyway, not going to embarrass myself too much longer with it, as Herman has invalidated this lap somewhere along the line. I've been looking at my notes too much, so we'll jump off board at him. And is it Sebo's coming up on his teammate here? Just about got away through the S's as we make our way into the stadium section for the first time. The 80 Fernandez corner, turns 12. Now, absolutely brilliant to see all the fans out as always. Final 2 corners now. And across the line, the no Sebo on a 118.9. So, a bit dodgy there coming out of the pit lane, wasn't it? Just about got away with it. Who else is out here on a lap? It's Daryl. Hey, Daryl in second. New name on the list this evening. Let's wait and see how he gets on through the race. But great to see him in qualifying. Hopefully he has a good run here this evening. The lap times are starting to tumble and come in thick and fast. It's Evo on top of the time in the sheets with Jolly Boy John now in second. The Kovacs third, splitting the 2 Ferraris. And now, who is going to be coming around next? We've got Pleasant Snake. We'll have a look at himself. Teammate to Herman. To the final 2 corners we go. Across the line into second for Pleasant Snake. He's on an out lap. Fellas is flying through the S's, but he is already invalidated. We'll stay with Truckster coming through the exit of the S's now. Into Manso corner, the final corner through New Mexico. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. And he crosses the line to go 5th for the moment. T-Brand out there in the Williams pushing hard. Mr. Welter is out there in the Aston Martin pushing hard. We've got a couple of cars here. Andy top of the time sheets in a 117.0. Who's going to get the 116s here this evening? That's going to be crucial. Oh, almost couldn't quite get on the throttle when he wanted to there. He got caught out ever so slightly as he makes his way into the stadium section. Does Mr. Welter for the first time. A lot of wheel spin through the exit there. And across the line for Mr. Welter, and it's a 5th position just behind his teammate. That's a solid effort from himself there. He'll be happy enough. Fellasing out on a flyer through the S's. He hasn't invalidated this time, so he's giving them curves. He's giving that track limits. Oh! As I say it, the commentator's curse just strikes again. And that is the story. So, what are you meant to do? The Danger Dave is going to be the next one out here. What can David do in the McLaren? Definitely one to watch this evening. One of the racing protagonists this year. Not afraid to get his elbows out, trying to get a good starting position. Towards the line goes the Danger David, and he goes up to 4th. Oh, look at that, a fantastic effort by Pleasant Snake and the Danger David on the exact same lap time, but Pleasant Snake is in 3rd because he has set the lap time first. So Dave and Pleasant Snake on the same lap time. Unbelievable. Not even a 1,000th of a second between them. Let's pull that up on the live timing if we can. I'm going to try and get this up a little bit higher. Yes, indeed. It's all a learning game here. Okay. So that's what we're going with there. All right. Oh, the lemony tang is going to be wrecked. We won't worry about that now this evening. So look at that live timing between Dave and Snake. You can see Snake is purple sector 1, 2, but Dave is carried on, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. We won't worry about it now too much as the guys have set their lap times. Vinny Enzo's in the system. McLaren just starting his lap, acclimatizing himself to the track. Not the best of runs through the first corner, but that is a very difficult braking zone into turn 1. Can really catch these drivers out. Jolly Boy, I think, maybe about to cross the line, is he? No. Coming into the pits. So Darrell's out here. Jumping down the gears into the stadium section of 4, 5 and 6. The double apex right-hander here, 6. And as we accelerate hard on the exit towards the S's now, 7. A left-hander, 90 degrees almost, into 8. And now 9 follows straight away, 10. And compromise a little bit because you're going to have to swing again one more time for 11. Everyone keeping out of the way just about as we make our way into the stadium section, proper stadium section here. I believe it's used for baseball in Mexico. As we come out of the final corner with Darrell in the Alpine, can we improve? He does by almost a second. What a cracking effort into 7th position provisionally. Head of Kovicska, Quincy, then Sebo, he was a provisional pole earlier on as well. Fellison's out there trying to set a new lap time on his soft Kismicus. Doing all sorts into the braking zone there. Perhaps that is a dodgy connection. Will save him the grace on that one. Still trying to get himself up to speed with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock here. Haha. There we are. So now we're back to normal style. You can see the difference in cameras. Whoop whoop. Whoa, into the wall goes Fellas and ever so slightly clips it. But he gets away with it for now. Simple, the only driver not to set a lap time. Other people are out there though. Evor's crossed the line, Chugster's crossed the line. Let's have a look-ski at who's going to be next across the line. Got an AlphaTauri coming through the final corner. It may well be. And the Ferraris are coming out there. Teco, Quincy. Yeah, Quincy's there. Teco's coming to the pits. Alright. Herman is out there. We'll try not to be chopping and changing as much as we do. Through the final corner goes Herman towards the line and his pole position at a 1:16.192. With 6 minutes left on the clock, that is a very tall order for some of these drivers to try and beat, but someone's gonna try it. Evor's in second on a 1:16.5. Chugster's in third on a 1:16.7, and there's still plenty of time to get yourself around to get a brand new set of boots on to go one more time. One more flying lap here in qualifying for these drivers. Pez and Snake has decided to give up the ghost on that one. Dave is on one, but look how wide we go. I don't know how we didn't get invalidated there. Anyone out here on their last gasp as the Danger David invalidates, he will not be happy. Quincy's into ninth. Good effort there from Quincy. And he still has plenty of time to get around as well. Don't forget, it's a 1:16 lap time, 1:18, 1:20 if you're hanging about. Plenty of time for these drivers to get around, get a new set of boots on and get back out there. Although we are getting to the crescendo of qualifying, we're under 5 minutes here in the SSRL. It's the Silly Season Racing League. It's round 6 from Mexico, brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts. Check out the link in the description. Oh, look at the line the No Sebo has through here. He is on rails through the S's. Cracking effort from the Red Bull driver. This one's gonna be good. He's up by half a second on his own lap time at the moment. A little bit time lost through the hairpin, but lovely, nice and neat lines here. Into the final couple of corners. As we come across the line, it's 15th for the Nocebo, but an improvement by 8.5 tenths. Give me that every day of the week if I'm out in that car. I'm telling you, I'd be world champion myself. Fair play to you. Good ever. There's a Ferrari with no front wing. Jolly Boys found the wall. Don't know if he'll have enough time now to get in though. We'll have to wait and see. Vinny Enzo on one. Just started his flying lap here. Tobelson. Have a look at Tobelson. We haven't had a look at the AlphaTauri driver all evening. Good lines here. Through the hairpin section. Happy days. And through the final corner towards the line comes Tobelson. Can we improve? We do by almost 0.2 of a second. And ever all the time closing the gap to the cars in front. Good effort from Tobelson there with such a tightly packed field here this evening. It is hard to improve. No Sebo's out here. He's down and he's invalidated as well. So here we go. It's starting to come to crunch time for a lot of these drivers. Kovacs started a lap time. Andy's out there as well. So we have Andy, Kovacs, Teco, Tobelson and Vinny with Sinful now on a lap. Sinful is yet to set a lap time. That is not good news for himself. Let's see what kind of improvements Andy can put on the board. He's flying through the S's. The commitment is always there. absolutely glued to the road here for the Mercedes driver. And towards the stadium section into Adrian Fernandez corner, quickly followed up by the hairpin in the stadium, and now a short shoot towards the second last corner and Mansell corner. Famous for his battle in 1989 with Gerhard Berger, I believe it was. I could be standing corrected on the year. Fantastic maneuver. So Andy's into second. Couldn't quite get there, unfortunately, for Andy. He's thrown his hat at it here this evening. Who else is yet to set a lap time? Ivor is lining himself up nicely as the panic starts to set in for a lot of drivers stuck back here in a lot of traffic. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, and they're only through the first sector. They all have a chance to get another lap time in, but this is going to be wild here for the end of it. So who's the first driver on a lap here? That's going to be the question. Teco seems to be on one. Is he? 5% ERS? Yeah. I'm sure he's giving it the beans. Through the final corner comes Teco into the pits. Oh no. Disaster for Teco here this evening. Who's that flying towards the line? It's Mr. Wouter starting his lap time. Skid Solo still in the pits. That's a disaster for him. Dave on an outlap. Vinny Enzo's on a flyer. So who's the first car on a flyer here? Truckster. No, he's starting a lap. Is it Herman? Or Pleasant Snake? It's Pleasant Snake. We'll stick with Pleasant. Holy moly. Ah, he's invalidated. Unbelievable. Has himself to blame for that one. So it's Fellison now. We're right on board of the Haas driver as he runs wide. And he's loose as well. He's after throwing it away here. He's not going to improve. It's the Aston Martin now of Ivor is going to be the next one across the line as the checker flag falls here in qualifying. Can Ivor do it? Towards the line goes Ivor. He cannot improve. He's still in third. And it's going to be, unless Chuckster can pull one out of the bag here, Herman the German, who is going to get pole position here. Is he on one now himself? He is indeed. Can he improve? Let's ride on board with our provisional pole sitter. Somebody in the wall there. Anyway. Foot to the floor for the Alfa Romeo drivers who come into the stadium section for the final time here in qualifying. Absolutely perfect lines, as you would expect from Herman the German. A little bit loose there, but that's nothing. Through the final couple of corners. All under control towards the line. He improves by 1,000th of a second. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. We still have T-Bran yet to set his lap time, and he's not worried about that one, and neither is him. So either's Kismikas. So it's Herman the German who gets pole position for the SSRL round 6 from Mexico, and I'm sure he is a happy camper about it. Wouldn't you be? I sure would be. Once again, it's Herman who gets pole position for the Grand Prix. And in fairness, you have to say, with a lap time of a 1:16.193 originally, it's going to be extremely hard to beat anyway. But he did. He managed to beat his own lap time by 1,000th of a second to bring it to a 1:16.192. Congratulations again to Herman the German and Alfa Romeo this evening. So once again, it's Herman who gets pole position for the SSRL here this evening for round 6 from Mexico. Andy joins him on the front row with a valiant effort. In second, Ivor's in third, Truckster in fourth, Mr. Welter 5th, Kovics 6th, Fellas in 7th, Pleasant Snake in 8th with Jolly Boy John 9th, and the Danger Dave, your top 10. Next we have Quincy in 11th, Daryl in 12th, and no Sebo in 13th, with Simple finally getting lap time in 14th, T-Bran 15th with Taco 16th, Tobus in 17th, Vinienzo 18th, Kiss with Kiss 19th, and Skid Solo in 20th. So, congratulations to Herman the German once again for pole position. Andy in second as well on the front row. Let's have a look at the driver standings as the drivers get themselves ready in the garages, have themselves a bit of a comfort break, get that last bit of water in, because it's going to be action-packed racing. It's 4.3 kilometers, 2.7 miles long, 17 corners around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, the Mexican Grand Prix. So the driver standings before we crack things off, it's Skid Solo in 12th. We'll carry that on. Here we go. In first, it's Herman on 76 points. Ivor's in second with Andy in third. It's a very close battle for the top three in the championship. Mr. Welter's in fourth with Rush Naziri. A solid top five for the star driver, the super sub as they like to call him, in fifth. You can't make it out here this evening. Pleasant Snake in sixth with Kovacs in seventh. Fellison in eighth. And the Danger Dave in ninth with T-Prez in 10th. That's your top 10 of the championship. F-Tronics in 11th with Skid Solo down in 12th. As you can see, some drivers have been missing a couple of races, but sure, look, life is life at the end of the day. We all have one. We always try and make it here. The drivers with teams and logos beside them are our season regulars. And you can see the likes of F-Tronic in yellow with an R beside them. They're the reserves. So just to give you guys a bit of a heads up at home. Now we have a look at 12th down to 24th. As I said, it's Skid Solo in 12th. That's how I managed to wreck that one. Chuckster in 13th. Jolly Boy John in 14th. He's been in a few races but hasn't quite got the results as his pace has shown. Quan in 15th with Taco in 16th. Quincy down in 17th as well. Not showing the pace the finishes his pace is shown this year. T-Bran in 18th. No Sebo in 19th. Thomas in 20th. Genetic 6 in 21st. Kismikas 22nd. Vinienzo 23rd. And Sinful in 24th. So that's the driver standings as they lay before the race this evening. We'll have a look at the constructors next. And we have a look, you see Aston Martin at the top of the championship at the moment on 131 points, with Alfa Romeo in second on 119. So the battle is well and truly raging between them two. Mercedes is on 84 in third, Haas in fourth. They're battling hard. And McLaren in fifth. They recently just switched positions, so it's a very close top five there, you have to say. A good result for a particular team and not so good for another team. Might change that up quite a lot. We have had the practice results as well, but let me just grab this one up for you guys. I know we just had qualifying, so we won't worry about it. Oop. So we'll jump back to the stream waiting. Fantastic stuff. Let's have a look at that qualifying one more time. We'll bring that up for the actual stream here, and we can see how they got on with that one. So Herman the German, as you see, in a 1:16.192, his best lap time. He was purple in the third sector, but it's Darrell who was purple in the first sector. Fair play to Darrell with that one. The guys are back on track, so we'll get rid of the live time in here. And we'll get back up and running. How are you doing? It's the SSRL. It's round 6 from Mexico, the Silly Caesar Racing League. Brought to you by Lemony Tang, SB7, the Contribute, the Racing Notebook, and KamiKayGifts. Check out the link in the description. Support the channel. So, we'll bring up some telemetry for you guys at home. As you can see, it's a one-stop strategy for a lot of these drivers out here. Herman the German is your pole sitter, leading the pack around on the warm-up lap. We've got 36 laps ahead of us here, and Herman brings the pack around in pole position. Andy joins him in the front row in second, with Ivor in third, Truckster in fourth, with Mr. Welter in fifth, Kovic's getting sixth, with Fellowson in seventh, the two Hasses line astern, Pleasant Snake in eighth, Jolly Boy John in ninth, and the Danger David is your top 10. Quincy in 11th, with Darryl 12th, the No Sebo 13th, Simple in 14th, with T-Bran in 15th, Teco 16th, Tomason 17th, Vinny Enzo 18th, with Kismakus 19th, and Skid Solo, your racing order and your grid this evening. It's been an absolutely fantastic day out there today. Let's have a quick look ski here at the weather, what it's going to do. It's currently 22 degrees Celsius on track. Track temperature is 30 degrees, so them tyres will be having a bit of an issue out there, and the forecast is to be sun, 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 with a little bit of cloud at the end of it. It's going to be a dry one here this evening, and we look forward to it indeed. Right. So Herman brings the grid into their starting positions. This is the SSRL, the Silly Caesar Racing League. It's round 6 from Mexico. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts, with myself, Lemony Tang, and the Contribute. So, we are waiting for the final cars to come around the last corner and to stop in their starting order. We await the green flag at the back, and we will be under the starters' orders. There's the green flag. We wait for the lights. We've got 4. We've got 5. And we are racing for the SSRL. The pack make a great getaway. It's side by side between first and second as we thunder down towards turns 1. Side by side, Trucksters down the inside as well to make it 3 wide. We're almost 4 or 5 wide. I thought a Haas was spearing to the inside, and he does. The Haas into second. What a maneuver by Fellowson. Everyone else starting to make their way through. What an absolute cracker. Where did Fellowson come from? Absolutely brilliant. He is into second with one of the best maneuvers off the start line I've seen all year. The rest of the field starting to make their way into the second stadium section. A little bit of a complex between 4, 5 and 6. Everyone's sorting themselves out. No assists here as well, so they're all driving it raw here this evening, as raw as you can get. Whoa, that's an Aston Martin Alfa Romeo, sorry, and T-Bran having issues. So as we are about to finish the end of the first lap, let's have a look at the position changes here. Fellowson is up 5 positions. What an absolute cracker. I'm telling you, the adrenaline will be pumping in the Haas driver's cockpit at the moment. Truckster is right behind him in second. Andy leads them across the line. So we've lost Herman's down to 4th. I'm not quite sure what happened to Herman. Vinny Enzo down, having a bit of a spin out there as well, unfortunately for the Haas driver. Just get the old streamage up myself and the old chat skis. How are you doing? Let me know who you think is going to win this race, you absolute legends. So, as the packs start to sort themselves out ever so slightly, let's have a look at that side-by-side replay at the start of the race here. So, It's a good getaway from the front row, but and the second row, you have to say. But as the second phase of the start starts to take effect, the slipstream comes into play, and you can see here the two Haas's really getting a good look at that aggression down the inside. Perhaps Lockett mistaken his braking zone, but it all worked out all the same, and he was in the second position. What a cracking effort from fellas in there. He caught the rest of them napping. So the battle rages here between all the drivers who are right on board with Truckster. He moves to the inside. And he's still not able to make it happen. Cracking defense by fellas in there. Herman's going to try and take advantage here as well. This battle for second, third, fourth and fifth. As around the outside, Kovacs is going to trap Herman, and what a maneuver. Can Kovacs keep it going? We're right on board of the Haas driver. He's deep into sixth, but Herman keeps it round the outside. Very brave stuff between these drivers. Cracking bit of driving. So this battle rages on. There is another battle out here as well behind Darrell in ninth. Doing a phenomenal job here, stepping in for some of the drivers who couldn't quite make it happen this evening. And wide goes Pleasant Snake. Dave's going to be putting him under pressure. There's a real change, and there's contact between T-Bran and Dave. T-Bran gets elbowed right out. That's exactly what David thought of that one. He gave him the old hip and shoulder right back. Chuckster and Fallison are going side by side down the front straight once more, and Herman's going to try and take it 3 wide into the braking zone. It's 2 wide now. Herman's still there. Kovacs and Fallison's trying to keep it going, but he can't quite get there, and he loses 2 positions. Oh my God! The 2 Haas's have just crashed into each other. I can't believe it. It's a safety car. What is after happening? Kovacs crashes into his teammate Fellowson on the exit of the first corner. Oh my word. What is after happening? Absolute disaster for Haas, and they were doing so well after such a good start between the 2 drivers. Let's have a look at that in a full replay. Devastation. Gunther Steiner, well, he's not there anymore, but he would have been furious. Let's have a look here. Right, so interesting stuff. We see the drivers behind, so we jump back towards the top drivers battling for second, third and fourth. Herman surprises everybody with popping out of the slipstream to take that side by side with the Haas and the Red Bull driver. They've made it through turns 1. Coming to the apex of turns 2, it looks as if Fallison's going to be pinched by the Alfa Romeo, which is a fair driving maneuver, yes indeed. It's going to compromise his exit through turns 3. So watch the Haas, and I believe his teammate is going to try and pull out to gain an advantage, use his momentum, and he's going to lose the rear and crash into the side of him. Let's have a look. Oh no! Oh no! So there we go. Oh, it's Fallison who threw it into Kovacs here. Kovacs, the innocent victim. So Fallison, after being passed by Herman, is going to try and put the power down, trying to get a bit of a run on the exit here, and it's just going to lose it. And by the time he catches the first tank slapper, his teammate's going to be alongside him then, because he loses a bit of time, and it's going to turn straight into him. Let's have a look one more time. Absolute disaster. I can't believe it. So we got a little bit loose on that curb on the exit, and that was it. That was the story. Right, we jump back to the action, because there you go. Motorsport's a cruel, cruel mistress at that one. And that's what happens. So let's see here. The danger Dave. Fallison's pitted, obviously. Sinful is pitted. No, Sebo's pitted. Kismet and Vinny Enzo. So on lap 5 out of 36. Let's have a look at the tyres everyone's on. Andy's on a set of softs. Chugs is on a set of softs. It's an interesting tactic. With Fellowson now on a set of softs down to 16. It's still going to be a one-stopper for a lot of these guys, but a one-stop extra. Can no Sebo, Kismikus and Simple with Dave carry them hards all the way through. That could be very well interesting indeed. So we'll have a look here at Daryl, Pleasant Snake, Quincy and T-Bran. They're on 5-lap all hard, so and an extra 5 laps onto their pit stop, and then that's probably where these tyres will end up on the guys. So we have one more lap of safety car here. What are you meant to do? Bring it a grid order here, brought to you by KamiKayGifts. Check out the link in the description. There's some fantastic bits of art, digital art there as well. You can get printed off, put it on your office wall, your bedroom, in your man cave, in your woman cave, in the kitchen, doesn't really matter. So the grid brought to you by KamiKayGifts is Andy in first position, Chugsters in second, with Herman the German in third, Evor's in fourth, and Mr. Welter, your top 5. Jolly Boy John in sixth, with Daryl 7th, Pleasant Snake 8th, with Quincy in 9th, and T-Bran, your top 10. Thomason in 11th, with Skid Solo 12th, Teco 13th, with The Danger Dave 14th, Simple 15th, with Fellows in 16th, Deno Sebo 17th, Kismakiss 18th, and Vinny Enzo in 19th. We have lost Kovicska in 20th. So the safety car is in at the end of this lap, and we await for Andy to bring us back to green flag racing as he accelerates away now. And that was a double acceleration. That was indeed. You can't be doing that. That is very dodgy indeed, and look at the rest of the field stacking up behind it. Chugster's immediately going to pounce with Herman the German getting a double slipstream down the straight. Is he going to use it? It can't quite get there. The rest of the field all fanning out behind as well. It's a very topsy-turvy start to this race as Andy goes from first to third. Chugster gets the position with Herman following him through into second, and it's Ivor putting pressure on Andy now down into the braking zone. Andy's well and truly getting swamped here. His softs have not held up well, and look at that, Mr. Welter fantastically opportunistic down the inside. Look at that, the two Aston Martins making their way through. Contact between Daryl. Oh, we've got a, who's that? That's somebody spinning behind. As they're side by side, Andy and Pleasant Snake. Andy's having an issue out here, something fierce. That was Fellowson going for a spin. Unbelievable. And Chugster's having an issue. Chugster's crashed out of the race. I can't believe it. Chugster's out. The leader crashes on lap 7. Absolute disaster as everyone tries to sort themselves out. This is going to be messy. I can't believe it. Chugster's crashed out of the race. What? No, he's not. There he is there. Alright. Has he lost his front wing? He has. He's still in the race. Holy moly, I don't know how he survived that. He's very lucky indeed to get back out. And a lot of people coming into the pits now once again. Trying to take advantage of a different strategy call here this evening. So we've seen it on the timer board. Herman the German got it there. And that's because Chugster had thrown it into the, stacked it into the tires. What are you meant to do about that one? So we're back under safety car. Hopefully this will be a quick one. A sneaky 2-lap safety car, so we can get back racing sooner rather than later. Let me know the old chat who you think is going to win this Grand Prix. There's still plenty of time left. This is the SSRL. It's round 6 from Mexico. Hello, my name is Gavin Barr, aka Lemony Tang, and I am your next sports commentator. I have many years experience commentating on all forms of motorsport and sports in general. I do live commentary, custom adverts and graphics, product placements and professional intros and outros. I'm enthusiastic, energetic, knowledgeable and bring passion into the commentary booth. So do get in touch, and there's always an opportunity to grow and expand your league or company with myself, Lemony Tang, as your new commentator. Through this field, especially with some of the pace he's shown in the past. Look at that, different tyres up the inside, absolutely brilliant. But the Williams fights back on the outside, swoops it back around. Great defensive work from John Mason. Towards turn one, it looks as if Brando's pulled out of the slipstream. He has indeed, but the side's better of it. But look at this, the Mercedes on the exit, and the Aston Martin gets a fantastic run. And the Haas up the inside, I cannot believe it. Up the inside goes the Haas. Fantastic, that's a twofer. The Ferrari's crashed. Oh my word, and Brando's out. Jarvis is on the outside, and it's a yellow flag. It's another safety car. Welcome back to the stream as Herman the German leads the pack here behind the safety car. He is in first position. Ebor now is in second. Mr. Welter in third. Darrell in fourth. Jolly Boy John in fifth. The Pleasant Snake in sixth. Toberson has worked his way all the way up to seventh. Skid Solo in eighth. Fellows in ninth. The Danger Dave in 10th. That is your top 10. Then we've got Sinful in 11th, the No Sebo 12th, Kismikus 13th, with Vinny Enzo 14th, Andy in 15th, with T-Brand 16th, Teco 17th, Truckster 18th, and Quincy now in 19th. So, Herman, it's up to him to bring us back to green flag racing, and have a look at that green accelerator down at the bottom. It shouldn't go to full speed. It should be a smooth and consistent pace until he accelerates away to bring us back to green flag racing. And once you accelerate like there is no lifting off until you are true towards the line. So that was fantastic. A fantastic restart by Herman. He timed that beautifully well. The rest of the field starting to scramble for a bit of an advantage. Jolly Boy John's 2/10 behind Darrell. Excuse me. No Sebo gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That's impressive. Fellison up the inside. Oh, Skid Solo. Skid swoops it around the outside. But Fellison does exactly the same thing back and takes that position. As the pack make their way up to 4, 5 and 6. The leaders have already made their way around there. As Dave now is starting to put pressure on Skid Solo through the S's. Skid's wide, and Dave's going to be held up all the way around here. He is indeed. Tries an audacious maneuver, but is trying to open up the run. He gets the run now towards Adrian Fernandez corner, and he makes the maneuver stick. Sinful follows him through. So Skid Solo on his older tyres, it doesn't seem to be working out for him at all. Fellison and Toberson battling it out there as well. Fellison makes the maneuver. Toberson can't quite hang on to it. Here we are. Look at Pleasant Snake on the back of Jolly Boy. Into the braking zone. Not quite able to get there. So everyone extremely efficient in a straight line. Let's bring up these tyres here. So Pleasant Snake is Jolly Boy behind him. Let's bring up one of our bits and bobs here this evening. So we can see here we have the gap from Jolly Boy Pleasant Snake here behind. And the state of our tyres, we're on hards. We're on 16 and 19% respectively on each end of the car. DRS is wide open this time around. But we don't need it. We're down the inside, down the straight, and we're making the maneuver. And that's that one. But Fellison's going to try and make it 3 wide. Yes, 2 wide into the braking zone. Fellison's up the inside there as well. Pleasant Snake hangs it on the inside, but Fellison hangs it around the outside. What a cracking bit of driving from all of these drivers as we make our way now down towards turns 4 and 5. It's going to be 3 wide again, almost. Jolly Boy thought better of it, and it's Fellison who makes the maneuver and gets the position. Cracking effort from Fellison. So let's jump on board at him because he's going to be fighting away. Look at his softs already on old softs here. Can he catch the car in front? He is. Look at that time. Come down from over a second to less than almost half a second into the stadium section. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Into the hairpin here. As we make our way through the final 2 corners. Oh! Super loose on Darrell, which is going to give us the advantage. We've got DRS here as well, so it's a fight in vain. Darrell's trying to catch Ivor here, which he can, he is. DRS though, look at that. Nobody can get there. And the status quo once again. But we've got a fantastic run. Can we dive it up the inside as we stay on board of Fellison into the braking zone? Look at this up in front. It's a dive from Darrell on Ivor. What a cracking bit of driving. We're 3 wide through this section. Oh my word, how did they get away with that one? And Ivor gets the position. Unbelievable stuff here. And Fellison's trying to make it around the outside on Darrell. No, not able to do it. I can't believe it. This is Battle Royale, Battle Stations here. Darrell trying it on with Ivor. We've got Pleasant Snake back on there, back hassling him. Oh, that was a very late turn in from Darrell. It's a 4 wide battle, and up the inside goes the Haas trying to squeeze the Alpine out, but no. Everyone's so stubborn. The no Sebo's crashed out of the race, and that brings out another safety car just as we were getting tasty. Disaster. What are you meant to do? What are you meant to do? Eh? Ah, well. Meow. Hope I haven't broke my laptop. No, still there. Yeah, still a little bit wrecked. Uh-oh. Oh, I hope you guys can still hear me out there. Alright, we're still back at it. So it's a safety car number 3 here. We didn't quite get out in front of the safety car. That's a disaster. Yeah, that's a shame. So there's going to be a 3-lap safety car. Unfortunately for everyone involved. But the no Sebo crashes out here. Lap 13 of 36. It's lap 14 now. So, the Autodromo Hermano Rodriguez is a 4.3 kilometer, 2.7 mile long racetrack in Mexico City. Named after the racing drivers Ricardo Rodriguez, 1942 to 1962, God rest him, and Pedro Rodriguez, 1940 to 1971 respectively. The circuit is located within the public park of Magdalena Sports City in southeast Mexico City. This track has hosted a number of high-profile championships. Formula 1, NASCAR, kart, IndyCar, A1 GP and Formula E have all raced around here. before 1986 Formula 1 Grand Prix. The first turn, now turn 1 and 3, was named in honor of Moses Solana, hence the Solana complex in turns 1 and 3. In September 2002, Mexico's fourth and then most recent F1 driver, Hector Rabaquez, achievements of both F1 and IndyCar were both recognized by renaming turn 6 of the Autodromo as Victoria Rabac. So there we go. I hope I'm not destroying that for any of you guys out there. Look at the weather here though. It's starting to get extremely cloudy. Let's have a look and see what the forecast is saying. Holy moly, some rain might be flowing in here. And that is not going to be good news at all for these drivers. Let's get this one. Here we are. Happy days. So, that is interesting. Rain is on the way here, ladies and gentlemen, with the safety car going around one more time. Vinny Enzo's pitted for intermediates. Can and will this be an absolute masterclass? I am so happy somebody has done that. And it looks as if we've got a few more takers. There's some drivers coming into the pit lane. Has it started to rain yet already? I don't know if it has yet or not. But there's a set of inters. And another set of inters. What's going on? The strategy's coming into play. Has it started to rain? We'll jump up towards our race leader. And look at this. Herman's only come in for a brand new set of softs. Simple in a medium, Pleasant Snake in a set of softs. Oh my word. This race is being turned upside down in the SSRL under safety car here for the third time. But the action is still coming thick and fast because the weather forecast at the top right hand side you can see is there's gonna be rain. Some drivers have pitted. Truckster, Dave, Vinny Enzo have all gambled that the rain is going to come and it will be here to stay. Is it gonna happen? We're gonna be back to racing this time around. Vinny Enzo's still quite a fair bit away though. Hopefully he'll be allowed to catch up here. Everyone on them inters will be praying for one more lap here. We're going to find out momentarily what the stewards decide. I think it's going to be one more lap in the safety car period. It is indeed, which is maybe a saving grace for some of these drivers, because if it went green now, them inters would surely be torn up by the time it rains. So what Truckster, David and Vinny Enzo wants is an absolute downpour to start right now. Right now. And I'm telling you, down towards turns 1 doesn't look too good as we ride on board of Mr. Welter here. Let's see what she's saying. So it's still dry. It hasn't started to rain just yet. But once it starts, it doesn't stop here in Mexico. That time of the year. So making our way around once again. Is anyone else? Truckster? Kismakus has tried it on as well. So the pack is starting to finally close up here. And I thought that was a bit of rain on the screen. I think it was a bit of a glitch on the screen, but let's wait and see. T-Brown and Quincy messing. Passing each other under the safety car. Righto, righto, righto. So the safety car is going to be in at the end of this lap. And it hasn't started raining yet. but it's going to start raining any moment now. Safety car's in this lap. And if I was Mr. Welter, I would just go. Truckster and Co. in a bit of a predicament here. They've committed. They have to pray for the rain and hope it comes fast. As the safety car makes his way through the final corner, it's up to Mr. Welter to bring us back to green flag racing once again. And look at this, Ivor is hanging back, so you have to be within 10/10 of a second. Is that rain? Maybe, yeah, I think it might be starting to rain. We're making our way down the front straight to bring us back to green flag racing. And it is just about to start to rain out there. Look at this, it's Fellison on the back of Darrell. What can he do into turns one as the droplets are starting to drop here in Mexico? Up the inside goes Darrell. Darrell's past Ivor. What an absolute, he's a demon under the brakes here this evening. Unbelievable on them hard tyres as well. I don't know how he's got grip, but everyone's going to be feeling the pressure here. Down into the braking zone. Fellowson up the inside. Look at this. Oh my word, Ivor nearly loses the rear. Fellowson into the back of Darrell. And it's another safety car. Oh no, Vinny Enzo's crashed. And we have another safety car here, which is going to be the saving grace for a lot of these drivers. But Chuckster, Dave and Kismikus are all going to inherit first, second and third here. Interesting indeed. This race is really kicking off. The grid is still very far behind, so we should only have 2 laps of safety car. That is the hope. So it's starting to really come down now. We see the the forecast is rain, 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 so we won't worry about that one too much for now. The best forecast is stick your hand out the window at this stage as everyone starts to come into the pit lane. Watch your front wings here. Don't be silly. Skid solo penalty. Pitting. And here we go. We'll have a look at Chuckster. Hey, Chuckster makes his way to the top of the time sheets with a Danger Dave in second, and Kismikus says thank you very much in third. Oh, it was Vinny who was on them inters as well. So we did lose one of the intermediate shot runners, but what are we meant to do? Darrell's come out with a set of wets. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Let's bring that weather up again. I don't think that's going to be wet weather tire stuff, unfortunately. But we'll wait. We'll keep it going anyway. Haha. Yeah, I think that works well. So it'll be interesting to see how much wear is going to happen here. Another lap under the safety car, unfortunately. What are you meant to do? So, good stuff. See that wear is 4% on him. And it's 6%. just having a look at the stats there myself. So it's starting to come down heavier and heavier here. And Darrell's going to be wondering, is he on the right tyres? It still looks like Inters to me out there. It's going to only get wetter and wetter. We're right on board of your race leader, Chuckster. Absolute masterclass earlier on. And we'll have to wait and see. Sixth car in at the end of this lap. How about you? Lap 20 of 36. So there's still plenty of racing left to go in this race, as Chuckster is going to bring us back to green flag racing. Let's wait and see when he goes. Everyone's gone between these two corners all day. He's waited, he's still waiting, he's still waiting. Now he's going, he's loose, but he's going. He's takes the race lead back. Oh, it was that on the inside. Oh my word, somebody's already crashed. That's Kismikas in the inside wall, getting some loose rear end stuff. Darrell passes Mr. Welter. Mr. Welter having an absolute mare of a time here this evening. As the field make their way into turn one. The Haas driver of Fellison. Fellison's been right there all evening. He's been struggling on acceleration though on a few spots here. We're right on board. It's 3 wide. Herman the German's on the inside. Whoa. Nearly into the back of the Alpine up in front of us. Oh, there's contact. There we go. And it's going to be 3 wide into turn 6 again. Yes, it is indeed. Darrell being shuffled back here on them wet tyres. Just not finding the grip he would have expected or would have liked at this stage. Gone off the track there as well, perhaps feeling it's not worth throwing his neck in there at this moment in time. So Darrell tumbles down the order. He got a fantastic restart, but all in the space of a couple of corners it's all gone to nil. Oh, skid solo. Oh. Who was that? That was Andy. Oh my word, Andy, what is going on? Anyway, oh God, T-Bron nearly into the pits. What's happening there? Anyway, we're touching wheels, touching tyres down the main straight between Quincy and all. It's a safety car. It's another safety car. Absolute disaster. What is that for? Is that for T-Bron in the pits? Perhaps it is. Absolute disaster. Just when we thought we were trying to get some racing action underway, couldn't quite get there. Isn't he? Kismikas and T-Bron into Williams having issues on that lap. So that'll be another 2 laps worth of safety car at the very least. Hooray. Go on, have a look at the notes once again. And I was going to say Darrell will be hoping for more rain, but he's changed to Inters, so that's good news for him. So, before the 1986 Grand Prix, I already read that one out. That was Jose Solana, turns 1 of 3 being in name of him. In 2015, turn 17 was named in honor of Nigel Mansell, twice winner of the Mexican Grand Prix in 1987 and 1982. On the scene of his daring pass around the outside of Gerd Berger in 1990. So I was mistaken earlier on, it was 1990. In the Ferrari, Berger was in the McLaren. And around the outside he went. Absolutely brilliant. What is the name of that last corner? It slipped. It has slipped my mind. The Peraltada. It is indeed. I knew I should have went with my gut with that one. Ah well, Ah, well. The guy who named that corner must have been a magician. Peril, ta-da! Holy moly, can you tell? Can you tell it's been a race of attrition here this evening? Safety cars breed safety cars. We're on lap 23 of 36. It's the Danger Dave leading the way with Truckster in second. Mr. Welter in third with Herman in fourth and Fellowson in fifth. Ivor in sixth, the Pleasant Snake in seventh, Sinful in eighth, with Toberson in ninth, Andy in 10th, with Skid Solo 11th, Teco 12th, with Daryl 13th, Quincy 14th, with Jolly Boy John 15th, with T-Bran in 16th, the Kismakis rounds out the running order this evening, Vinny Enzo in 18th, No Sebo 19th, and Kovaska 20th have all DNF'd, unfortunately. One more lap of safety car here. Has to be fair to give T-Brown and Kismakis a bit of a chance to catch up, but what are you meant to do? Let's have a look at people's tyres here. So Dave, his tyres are on 30% at the rear respectively. Truckster's on 30. Mr. Welter's on 30. Anyone really with 5? Oh, look at that. 30, 19. For Mr. Welter. Oh, because yeah, these are all guys on 5 lap old tyres. Okay. Herman's pretty good on the tyre usage there. He's 2% less than everyone else. And look at that. So is Fellowson. Fellowson with all his battling. His tyres are in fantastic nick. What's up, Dennis? Kovacs, you absolute legend. Nice to see you in the old chat. Let me know who you think's going to win this race. Is it going to be Dave? Is it going to be German? Herman the German, I should say. Andy, could Andy do something about it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be safety car in at the end of this lap. Hallelujah. Hopefully we can get some good racing now. And the irony is, if we look on board here with Ivor, it's perhaps a set of wets. Let's have a look at that weather one more time. Look at that, enters into wets now. So there we go. Oh, isn't it always the way? So safety car in this lap. Here we go. Look at that for a very late call. Dave is just taking over. He doesn't really have much time. Everyone else crashing behind, it sounded like. And we are back to green flag race, and he accelerates away through the final quarter. Herman the German comes into the pits. It is Herman. Herman's lost a front wing. I can't believe it. Disaster for Herman. I told you I thought I heard them crashing, and they were crashing into each other. So Thomason pulls out of the inside on Sinful and makes the maneuver. What a cracking job by the AlphaTauri driver. And he's up into 7th with a phenomenal bit of racecraft here and a great pass to move his way up as the leaders go side by side. Holy moly. Chuckster is still there. Dave is going to get run out wide. There you go. That's the old hip and shoulder if you ever seen one. And Davis gained an advantage by leaving the track. It seems as if that's the case there. But anyway, I'm not the stewards. They'll decide later on. But this is a top 4 battle here. And look at this. Chuckster's ran wide now. So Mr. Welter's going to make the maneuver. But look at this. Chuckster's super deep under the brakes there. And loses another position for his troubles. He was very good under the brakes and then couldn't quite make a stick. Skid Solo spinning out of the Grand Prix down the back there as this pack make their way through turns 16 and 17 crossing the line. Side by side is Chuckster and Ivor as they pull into the slipstream down the front straight. That's Pleasant Snake here. How's he getting on? Into the braking zone with these two drivers. The battle for the race lead was almost side by side as well. We're keeping an eye on them as we continue with this battle. Oh, Mr. Welter and Co. side by side into the braking zone. They are. And Welter takes the race lead. Dave now relegated to second with Fellison in third. And I think they're going to try and make their way together here. They have a bit of a gap towards Ivor, who's battling hard with Pleasant Snake. So Dave's on 10 lap old tyres. That's why he's struggling a bit out there. That makes sense. Chuckster's another one of them drivers. So again, a little bit more grip on them newer inters. Definitely do you at this stage in the race. Big battles happening back in the back there. I think Quincy's had to go for a bit of a spin. He's rejoined. Safely does it. But this battle is raging. This is the race lead here. And once again, Dave is on the back of Mr. Welter down the front straight. This is Slipstream Central ERS zone as well. Let's jump on board with Dave. Can we make inroads on Mr. Welter up in front? I don't think we can this time around. We're not close enough for a late dive either. So they've settled themselves out for now. But not these guys. These are three wide down the front straight in towards the braking zone between Teco, Kismikus and Sinful. Who's going to light up last? It's Dave. Oh, Teco. What a maneuver from Teco. Sorry, that's Jolly Boy John who makes the maneuver. Apologies, Jolly Boy. Absolute legend. Sideways through the corner. And he gets two positions there. I'm going to call it. That was move of the race so far. There's still plenty of racing left to go. There's 9 laps left here in the SSRL. It's round 6 from Mexico. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts. Check out the links in the description. Support the channel if you like what you hear and see. Jolly Boy on the back. Oh, look at this. Teco's on the back of Thomason. Teco's up the inside and makes the maneuver. Thomason's wide. Look at this. There's a load of cars having an issue there. What's after happening? Has Jolly Boy John been clipped at the rear? Oh, we're battling for a top 3 though. Yes, we are indeed. Fellison and Dave go side by side. And they make their way down towards turns 1. It's Fellison who takes second position. Yellow flag in sector 1. What's after happening there? That is Truckster. Truckster spun. Has he spun? Yeah, I think Truckster spun. Unfortunately for the Red Bull driver, somebody had an issue. Oh no, it's Mr. Welter and Fellison battling for the lead. Holy moly, we ride on board at the McLaren behind, seeing what's happening. Oh, Davis spun it around. I can't believe it. Davis spun into 40, just about saved it, but that's what happens. Clipping the rear. Look at these guys, they're so hard to keep these cars on the track. You have to come in for a set of wets. That's what you have to do. Corner cutting by Ivor. And gain a position. Davis sideways game. Anyway. Down into the braking zone. This is treacherous conditions for these drivers. A set of wets and you'd have yourself a good strategy here. Look how treacherous these guys are, tippy-toeing around, and you would definitely gain that 20 seconds worth of a pit stop if you were to pit. Mr. Welter has pitted. He is indeed, so he's the first one to go. Who else is going? We've got a few takers. Oh no, I can't believe it! Chuckster crashes! That's what happens! Oh my word, Chuckster's out of the race. It's a red flag. I can't believe it. Oh my word. Oh no, what what's after happening? Truckster crashes out of the final corner, absolutely slams the pit wall. And we knew the conditions are treacherous, but wow, we didn't expect it to go that far, that quickly. We're going to get a race restart here with only 7-8 laps. It's going to be a sprint race in torrential rain. And let's have a quick look at that one side by side if we can. Yeah, I think we just about have it. So as we ride on board, who was that? It was the Aston Martin coming into the pit lane. And we jump back to the Red Bull just on that wet stuff and smash into the wall. And that is a safety car and a red flag, ladies and gentlemen. As we jump back to the grid, the revs are rising, the lights are on, and away we go. It's a very wet and wild restart here as the rest of the field start to make their way down into turn one. It's nearly crashing behind. We've got a car spinning already. And as we try and peer through the spray into the braking zone of turn one we go. Everyone able to get going. Andy and Fellison are really throwing it out their elbows indeed. Everyone making their way through. No assists here as well. So these couldn't be any more treacherous for these drivers. Down into turns 3, 4, 5. Well, 4, 5, and 6, I should say. Everyone still hammer cheesy. Oh no, that's a Ferrari around. There's a Ferrari around in the background. And a Williams. That's Teco and Kismikas having issues out there. Disaster for the two of them. So, on the restart here on lap 31 out of 36, it's Fellison who leading the way with Andy in second and Ivor now in third. But this is all a battle royale here, trying to keep the car on the island, keep yourself out of trouble. That is the aim of the game. Herman, who was that? That was Mr. Welter going for an outspin. He's in the middle of the track. Oh no! Is that Herman? I can't believe it! It's a disaster! Carnage! Oh my word! It's another red flag! It's another red flag. What is going on? What is going on? It's a second red flag here in the Grand Prix. Absolute disaster. Disaster. I don't know what to say. I just don't know. I just don't know. Let's have a look at that side-by-side replay. Absolute disaster. Oh my word. So we're having a look. Excuse me. We're trying to make our way through. We see the Aston Martin driver, and look at that, right into the way of everyone else. Bang! It's our second red flag here this evening. So, let's try it one more time. We've got 5 lights, and we are racing here in the SSRL for the third time. For we're asking, it's going to be a 2-lap shootout, a 3-lap shootout, I believe. And look at this, the pack are making their way down towards turn 1. Once again, it doesn't look too bad this time around, but it's still bad enough. Into the first corner, everyone's on a set. Well, let's have a look now in a minute. If people are on inters or wets or whatever, we won't worry about it right now because everyone's spinning. Oh no, and it's Andy being spun in the front of the field. Not again, it's absolute carnage already. Surely we can't get another red flag here. Herman the German, I don't know how he's so lucky that red flag came out because he had no front wing and he was well and truly having an issue there. But it's Jolly Boy John into second with an absolute audacious manoeuvre on the inside, letting everyone else have their issues, and he is now into second position as the rest of the field make their way around the danger. Dave's having an issue there. Who is this? We are side by side. Where are we going? Oh, there's contact. A load of people having accidents here. Nearly almost in the wall for everybody. They're still trying it on. Lap 34, I'll tell you now, it's going to kick off here at any moment. Momentarily, these guys really are punching each other. The handbags are out. That's exactly what it is. The handbags are out. Darrell and T-Bran getting their elbows out as well. we'll have to keep an eye on them guys, because it's Fellowson who leads across the line. Jolly Boy John in second, with Ivor third, with Herman right up his inside. Now towards the braking zone we go. He is indeed, as the rest of the pack start to fan out behind. This is going to be interesting. Into the braking zone between Dave, Darrell. Darrell's gained about 9 positions in one corner. He was at the back of these guys, and it was at the front of them. Teko's lost loads. So that is absolutely mad stuff. Herman almost catches Ivor, doesn't quite have the confidence to throw it down the inside. And the rest of these guys have finally started to sort themselves out a little bit. So on the penultimate lap of the race, it's really kicked off here in the SSRL. It's been a bit of a wild one, I have to say. Safety cars breed safety cars, and this evening that is no exception. But the quality of driving once they have gotten going has been cracking as always. Great racing between Quincy and Dave. Dave gets muscled out there and has to drop the tent. Let's have a look at these penalties really quickly before 3 and 5 seconds respectively. 6 seconds 13 for someone out there. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, Dave's got another one. Oh no, so Dave's not going to be a happy camper with that one. But anyway, back towards the front of the field for the final time. Fellowson crosses the line. Jolly Boy's in second with no pressure really. It's going to be Herman on the back of Ivor here. Can Herman pull out? He does. Can he make the maneuver stick? We'll jump back to Ivor. And let's see if we can hang it around the outside for one last time. Not quite able to do it under the brakes. Dave has crashed out of the race into the inside of the pit wall. An absolute disaster. And Kiss for Kiss is retired too. Oh, that's not good. And Herman's gained a bit of time. Can Herman catch Jolly Boy at the last bit here? This is for position as well. It is indeed. Oh, Herman almost loses the rear there. You can hear the revs really, really high there. Oh, these guys are trying it on once again. Mr. Welter gets the position on Darrell. Herman's right on the back of Jolly Boy though. Jolly needs to defend the inside. And he needs to run him wide. He does. There's a car there, Jolly. Unfortunately, it's gone from bad to worse here for the Ferrari driver. He's going to get third position across the line. No, he's not. He's getting absolutely bullied out. But there we go. Fellowson wins the Grand Prix. I can't believe it. I should have been concentrating on himself. Fellowson wins the Grand Prix by 6 seconds to Andy in second. Look at that. Who was that? Herman's car has crashed into the back of him. And now it's going to be absolute carnage now as well. But Fellowson gets second. Fellowson gets the win with Andy in second and Herman in third. With a cracking effort there. What an absolute race. Jolly Boy at the last second got pipped at the line. Absolutely pipped at the line did the Ferrari driver, but it's Fellowson who wins the Grand Prix here this evening with an absolute cracker. He is the master of going faster around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez here this evening. He is the one who gets the spoils for round 6 for the SSRL. And as we await the podium here this evening, he levitates just as he levitated his way to the top of the field this evening. It's Fellowson who wins the Grand Prix. The trophy is raised. Well, it's handed over. The team are happy. He's happy, and there's only one thing left, ladies and gentlemen. The champagne! What an absolute cracking race from Fellowson who wins it. Andy in second, and Herman the German joins him on the podium here in third. And the celebrations are well and truly deserved here this evening because they have made it to the end of the race. To finish first you have to finish. And the first one to finish this evening was Fellowson in the Haas. Andy joins them in second, and Herman the German in third. They are the podium position finishers, and we will be interviewing them shortly. Jolly Boy John in fourth, with Quincy in fifth, Ebor in sixth, T-Brand seventh, Daryl with a fantastic eighth, with Teco in ninth, and Sinful your top 10. Toberson in 11th, with Mr. Welter 12th, Skid Solo 13th, with Pleasant Snake 14th, and the Danger Dave 15th, Kiss 16th, Truckster 17th, Vinny Enzo 18th, No Sebo 19th, and Kovicska in 20th. Just about got that one in, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump into the old Discord, and we'll get the guys in for an old Chadarooski. What an absolute cracker as always here this evening. So we'll wait and see if Fellas and Andy or Herman join us here this evening. But again, what a brilliant race here. The camera's frozen. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. Yep. The stream is having an issue. Yeah. We're back normal now. Cool beans. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to join us after that one, unfortunately. It's been an absolute cracker once again here for the SSRL. Congratulations once again to Fellison, who wins the Grand Prix. Andy in second and Herman the German in third. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll be back again next week.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.